So there's some nice intro music from my Pathfinder Into the Cinderlands playset in my Sirenscape tool to give us some nice theme music from the setting.
At least it's not spooky music this time. It's actually nice, like fluty music. Uplifting. Not depressing at all.
I was saving that until we started.
Oh, right, okay. That makes so much more sense now. You were going to uplift us and then rip the rug out from under us.
Isn't that what Pathfinder's supposed to do?
Yeah, probably.
Using thing online, most people say how deadly Pathfinder 2 is. And say that, the game's not that hard when you play it properly. And then I point out, if you actually play Pathfinder 2 the way it's intended to be played, none of my games would last more than 5 sessions.
Yeah. We will all be dead.
And if you don't level every session, you're pretty much going to die.
Yay. I need help. No.
So that's part of the horror of Pathfinder it is extremely hard. And so today we have joining us online, we shall start with M.
Yay! Hi, I played Drizzle. I have a puppy called Puppy. Well, he's not really a puppy anymore. And I have an actual puppy called Giant.
and I'm sure Puppy will whine if you ever say he's not a puppy anymore.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't hear that, so it's fine. I am a ranger that basically doesn't range. What a surprise. I honestly, I can't remember what we were doing.
Well, it's okay. You're the one with the countdown on the actual screen.
That's right. Oh, is it on the screen? Where is it?
In red.
Oh, it's in red, right up the top. The people's names are like right over the top of it, so that's why I didn't see it. Like on my Skype, the way Skype is, the names are where it is. 317 days left now that I can zoom down a little bit.
Yeah.
Great. Fantastic.
It sounds like you can afford to take about a 10-month holiday before you have to start worrying.
No. 10-month, not a holiday, the 10-month training session, probably. to be able to level up high enough in order to maybe not die in 2 seconds.
Though you also have the thing is, if you don't track the creature down and it decides to evade you, it still gets your service.
Yeah, I know.
So your contract definitely wasn't favoured for your advantage.
No, and given what you told me about my god, because I actually looked up the correct one this time. I'm now not surprised.
Yes, a god of conflict who doesn't actually care about the outcome.
Yeah, it helps when you look up the correct god.
It does, because when you go by Gorm and by Gorum, they are actually 2 different gods.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, exactly. Ignorance was bliss until I died.
And then had a conversation with the god you thought you were worshipping.
Yes. Exactly.
And as it turns out, you actually thought you were worshipping someone more like Torak instead of Gorum.
Torak?
Yeah, because he's the god of dwarves and strength.
Okay, but I presume the other races generally worship him?
Others can, yes. It's just that he's known as a dwarven god to a lot of people because dwarves venerate strength.
Right. That makes sense.
So it's always fun when you learn after the fact that it could have been someone else, but no, we really wanted Gorum.
We really, really wanted Gorum. Well, it probably got drilled into my little orc skull from a very young age that it's Gorum. Basically, Gorum's way of a highway. I probably didn't quite get the message right, but There was a bit of a lisp with my teacher, and I thought it was Gorm, not Goram.
Might have also been that you required extra learning, whereas most of the other classmates graduated about 2 or 3 years before you did.
Really? I'm not that dumb, though.
No, but orcs mature faster than humans.
That is true, because I am half Shuanti. Or Shuanti, half orc, sorry, I should say.
And so, so basically, when I have them as half, I'm happy to split the difference for maturity.
Yeah. Well, no, that's fair. Okay, yeah. So I was too young to get the message correctly then.
But you're in the same age group because, hey, you're part orc. They didn't make any distinctions for you.
Yeah, apparently.
The real problem was you kept listening with your human ears, not your orc ears.
yeah, apparently.
So that brings us to the next person online. We have Jeremy.
Oh, yes, good evening all. I'm playing Cordar, the elven half-human... sorry, having just realised I pulled off the wrong character sheet on my screen. The elven half-human fighter would-be hero of Sandpoint, although he's got a lot to live up to with his older half-brother, step-half-brother.
So what sort of human is he as he's half-human?
I would expect effectively standard, like Magdamarian type humans.
So more Teldar. So Teldar, yeah, they're the base.
I'd say Teldar. So, yes, okay. Grew up hearing the tales of the Pathfinder Society and the heroes and the legends, and was inspired to try and emulate them.
And look, he's actually found out that the Pathfinders aren't as bad as he thought they were originally.
They're going up and down. Rose-coloured glasses did get broken for a while, and now he recognises that, well, maybe there's other factors to them.
Well,
or at least to some of them.
They did make
it known.
Maybe
you spend too much time around Bella.
Well, at least he didn't spend time in Balaf's mind like other characters.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I would say it's perfectly reasonable to say that he spent too much time around Balaf. We've had more than an afternoon.
I was going to say, more than like 2 minutes is too much.
Which brings us to David.
Yeah, hello, I'm David. I play the absolute pure human. None of this mixed species nonsense.
Are you the odd person out?
We call him Token.
Literally.
Hey, Willie's human, so I play.
Sorry,
yeah,
Willie.
just a bad example.
I forgot that you existed because you're not a puppy anymore.
True.
So he's half dog, is that what you're saying?
I play Belaf Silvertup, the pure human, just all-round great guy, soon to be Hell Knight.
You say Great Knight and Hell Knight in the same breath.
Just great in general, but also in Knight.
Yes, and I'm sure being associated with the Hell Knights will make you more human.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you do have a couple of fiendish followers.
Yeah, a couple of crows, a couple of ravens, and a hellhound.
Even though at one point your raven
anything.
had died, you had brought it back.
Yeah, it's alright. It's easy to bring back.
And it was your sister who killed it.
She's a hoe.
Next up online we have Peter.
We did kill her, didn't we?
You believe you killed her, or you triggered a contingency on her death.
That's right, yeah. So she was, yeah. Her body disappeared, didn't it? That's right.
It did. Up to you, Peter. You're on mute.
Yeah, g'day. I'm Peter. I'm playing Lord Willy One Kenobi. I haven't been playing in the last couple of sessions, so I'm looking forward to finding out where we are up to.
And I'm sure it would have been something Willie would have chosen to do, definitely.
Maybe.
And last one on the list tonight we have is Josh. Assuming Josh is still there.
If you look on mute.
Yeah, Josh will be 30 seconds. Maybe slightly more than 30 seconds.
You want to do Josh's intro for him then?
Yeah, apparently I can't do it justice.
Idiot wizard comes it up, doesn't it?
Yeah. The thing that shouldn't be on the front line. There you go.
Well, he should at least be wearing pants when he does it.
Well, I think his pants are now jewel encrusted. So.
Hi, I'm Josh. I play Parry Hotter, the buffest wizard known to man. And anyone that says otherwise is proven wrong. Parry is a very stubborn wizard who always believes that Parry should be on the front lines as much as he's very not set up to be on the front lines.
But apparently has proven himself. Apparently.
Yeah, proven myself worthy for the front lines. What are you talking about?
Apparently. Geeky.
Being
A
able
legend.
to, he did withstand the troglodyte stench.
Yeah.
And not get taken down by them.
Yep. The buffest wizard known to man.
So, what you've done is you've returned to Riddleport. You have caught up with Sol and his family, including the two dead sons that the party were responsible for.
That's right.
And apparently they've all been working for Sol the whole time. And Sol said that it appears that there's someone underneath his gold goblin who had stolen some stuff that he desperately needs to keep the place running. There was a little more off the cuff saying he really needs the stuff, not that it was it will shut me down if I don't get it back.
And now that I remember where we are, I kind of remember what we're doing.
So doing so, you went down into the gladiatorial pit, found a secret door, which was not so secret because it had been uncovered.
Yep, someone had opened it and stolen some stuff and they left it open when they went out or went back.
Came across some eels of unusual size. Had a bit of a brawl for dead captain. Played dunk the body in the water to get the treasure chest.
Oh, that's right. I got that weird god talisman thing, didn't I?
I believe you did.
And it's kind of good that I got that because I'm not affected by whatever magic is on it. I think. Sort of. Sort of. At least I'm not affected by the curse part, I think.
All depends on which is stronger and how the curse takes effect.
Yeah. But don't those like magic braces I have that like don't come off?
Which is a curse, by the way.
Yes, I'm aware of that one. But don't they negate magic. That's why I could pick up like a magic sword and it wouldn't be able to like.
It stops it affecting you, but doesn't stop it affecting other people. Some curses will affect your companions and not you.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, we still don't know what it is exactly, but.
So that happened in the area.
It was the area just before we fought the like invisible chameleon people.
So the invisible chameleon people were in the B4 area.
Yeah. Wasn't the treasure chest in like not B2, the one just below it? Yeah,
B3.
B3.
That is correct. That's where the treasure chest was. So Jeremy, you missed 1.5 rooms.
Right, yep.
Whereas Willie, you probably just missed 3 rooms. For Peter.
So we've been progressing rapidly through these catacombs. Good to see.
You have. And then last session, you walked into B6 and triggered a hallucinogen effect.
Everyone's tripping out, man.
It's all in the mind.
Yeah, be careful.
What could possibly go wrong?
It's not like I had the mummy rot like I did in one of the other games that killed half the party.
Well, Mummy Rot killed 2 of us.
Only those who are weak.
Huh.
Exactly.
Yes, thanks, guys. Yeah.
Well, okay, yes, I'll rephrase it there. Only those who are weak and ran away.
A week and then away.
Yeah, you don't want to miss out on the sessions where bad stuff's happening.
Yeah, no, and then I died because Martin rolled bloody 3 months roll. Because we were dealing with Squeaky Bob. Squeaky Bob, it's your fault I died.
Oh, rude.
Reminder on her 21st birthday.
Yeah.
You killed Mum.
You killed Mom, indeed. But you still killed Mom. So, come on. I'll be
Okay,
honest.
so
Yeah, so what are we looking at, or aside from apparently lovely swells or Lucy and this guy with diamonds, do we see anything in the cabin before we saw stuff?
well, you were moving through a very foul area of refuse.
Isn't
Where,
it through like B6 to B7?
where each of you had various hallucinogens. Not that I wrote down what each person had. But I believe that. Let's see. I'll get everyone to make a fortitude saving throw to start off the session.
Yay.
Always start to a session.
Fantastic. I'm gonna get dice I haven't used in a while. They're totally about to murder me.
Because my dice always start well at the beginning of a session.
No, Mia, you can't have my dice.
What we're saying, fortitude. Core dice on 16.
Do it back up.
Okay, what did our other players get?
Look, out of the way.
Willie got a 23.
How about our Beleth?
Here come you.
Ah, well that would explain why I said it 3 times. 23.
Yeah, we all heard you. What are you doing, you don't?
Well, I would be ignoring you. It makes sense.
And what about Duzar and Parry?
Well, I rolled a 17 on the dice, and I have... Was it fortitude?
Yep.
Plus 11. So that is... Yeah, 28.
Harry got 22.
So it looks like Cordar gets to roll a d6.
Two.
Okay, so Cordar starts attacking everything around him at random, saying, get it off me, believing everything he can see that's moving is a spider trying to attack him.
Well, momentarily, every swing act obviously kills one of the spiders, but there's so many more coming.
It looks like he can see thousands approaching you and swarming you.
That's right. Yep. In fact, if it's going, he'll be going. Oh no, he's got the shield in his hand. No, that's okay. Yep. So we'll just stick with the flaming bastard sword on full flame to fight off the spiders.
Okay, as the flame lights up with green flame.
Still burn spiders, I'm sure.
I will give every person a will save.
Including Cordar?
Cordar can have one too.
Jeremy.
God.
Sorry, was that including or not, Martin?
Including Cordar, but Cordar gets disadvantage. He's distracted.
Disadvantage?
Oh. My will save is awesome.
My will save is not the best, but I rolled well again.
So, yeah, as I said, starting on saves in the beginning of the session never worked well for my dice. So 12 on the wheel for me. But I do get effects of bravery, like versus fear, as a mess modifier. So
That is fine. This is not a fear effect.
Yeah, just be careful. I can't get to you.
Yeah.
Belloth gets 21.
Yeah.
And what about Willie?
No, step down. Mia, step down.
Willie gets a 24.
Then a parry. What does parry get?
Harry hasn't rolled just yet.
I rolled a 26.
I just know where his will save is.
Hopefully good.
Yeah, hopefully, it is. Oh, decent.
Will save is like my worst.
Yeah. Wrong place to do that. 30.
30 is pretty good.
You keep up.
Okay, so with your crit success, I'd say that at this point parry figures out that the green flame is indicative of flammable gas in the area about to go off.
that'll kill the spiders, so that's okay.
Whereas Dooza, Belloth, and Willie remember that they had been warned not to light up flame in the area because there were pockets of flammable gas. And Cordar is so busy beating spiders with his flaming sword that he doesn't care.
Well, no. So he's probably actually remembered about the flaming gas, and he deliberately thought that'll kill all the spiders.
Who let Cordar outside again?
Okay, well, considering this will be important about what happens next, I'm going to ask for initiative.
And here, Cordar will go flying off the deep end, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, he's already in combat. Oh wow.
Natural 1 for Belloth.
Natural 1. Yep.
And you'll be pleased to know,
For
David,
a total of 9. Yeah,
Mine-
I'll always be pleased to know if there's something bad about Hilda.
I got my first double figure roll for the night.
10.
Oh, look at
Unfortunately, it was just a 10, so my initiative is 17.
There you go.
So I'm not actually going to be killing everyone beforehand, but
What about Willie?
Willie gets a natural 20, which puts him
Nice.
at 25. Sorry, yeah, 25.
25 upgraded.
Mm-hmm. That is correct. What about Dooza?
This is dead.
A 21.
And Perry, with his crit success, gets advantage on the roll. And do we have a parry roll?
You're on mute.
Yeah, we're just trying to get them. Mia just skewed a little bit, so we're just trying to play that up.
Harry got 28.
Nothing.
Okay, so considering we have someone with a crit success, Willie, with your 25 upgraded, you get to act with the full knowledge that something bad's about to happen, and you get one action. Then we go into initiative.
I run.
Okay, you start running.
And I run off.
Which way?
Back the way we came,
For the water.
with the hope that that is a safe place to run.
Okay, then Parry, start of the round, top of the order. What does Parry do?
Is there any cover nearby?
Yes, you can jump in the refuse and sewerage that is at your feet.
I don't want to do that. Cover North jewelry.
You might lose something in the muck.
I know, right?
Does he get penalties for that?
Yes.
If he accidentally loses stuff?
Yes.
Yes. Whether it's accidental or on purpose, he gets penalised.
Yeah.
He can actually wisdom himself to death.
Wisdom himself to death. Jesus Christ.
Well, we certainly lack of wisdom, so that might be hard or very easy.
It's a D4 every time he gives up something and fails the saving throw.
Wow.
Stop it. I'm gonna take cover in the muck.
Okay, you take cover in the muck. Then you still got two other actions if you wish to take them.
No, I'll Nah, it's all good. I'm just taking cover.
Okay, then Willie.
Sorry. Second action is I'll let everyone know. Room the draft to explode.
Take cover.
Then it is Willie's turn. Would Willie like to spend his next three actions running to the water and jumping in?
Sounds like a damn fine idea to me.
Okay.
Keeping in mind I'm moving at 35.
That's why I said you can make it easily to the water.
Nice.
Because it's about 70 to 80 feet to the water, because each square is supposed to be 10 feet.
So which water are you going to? Are you going for B2 or B3?
It's
Whichever
Willie.
one's closest.
Willie would go for B2 in the hopes that it's the cleaner water.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so now we're on to Cordar and... Oh, sorry, Duzar first. Duzar, you're up. Don't worry, your puppies are perfectly safe. You left them upstairs.
Well, yeah, I left them with the Perseus, because that always works well. I will probably join Harry in refuge diving. I'm not quite so squirmish as Harry.
I'm not squirmish, I was just worried about the jewelry.
I would have thought your fine silk clothes would have been more disturbing.
No, the jewelry attached to them is like sewn in.
I'm sure he will get the silk clothes dry cleaned later. Possibly while he's still wearing them.
Prestidigitation.
What he said.
Oh, God, my but yes, I will join Harry in burying myself in poo.
Okay, as you bury yourself in poo, you get a very feeling of dissatisfaction at your cowardice from someone looking over your shoulder.
Oh, come on! I'm not about to get exploded on. That's not fighting.
One flame.
You're running away from all the spiders.
No, but what you could have done, Doozer, is taken the flaming sword from him, thus putting it out. That's a little bit combative, isn't it?
Yeah. Doozer took the pacifist action.
Yeah.
Fine.
Hey,
I used my second action to get back up and then rip the sword out of Goody Konar's hand.
Okay, so that would then be a I'll make it a opposed athletics check. As you get the feeling of approval from your over the shoulder god.
I have a pocket god.
You've got to ride along.
I'll go right along.
You got annoyance.
I've got annoyance in Pathfinder. Actually, his name's changed too. I think his name is now. Oh god, I'm gonna have to look in my book. I did write it down. Acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics to strength it out of Cordar's hands.
My 6.
Well, I'm still only working up. I got double figures, 11, so I only got 21.
Okay, so yes, you take the flaming sword from Cordar's hand, and you hold it aloft in victory.
No. No, I do not victory.
The ideal thing for you to do right now that you wouldn't know about or shouldn't ever do would be to call out for the honour of a Huron. But you won't know that, so don't worry about it. It would give you maybe some protection against all the fireballs.
So now that you've got the sword, what does Doozer do?
You've just gone on mute again.
I believe Doozer is now going to pose with said sword.
No, sorry, I'm just trying to deal with a baby who's trying to steal my iPad, my phone, and he's been very angry about it. No, I probably bury his sword in the mud because it is the cause of all this problem.
So it appears that Mia is playing the role of Gorham in your background.
What, chucking a tantrum because I'm not victorying.
As the sword goes into the muck, you see it bubbling in the muck.
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay, Corda, you're now up.
Okay, so obviously I'm still seeing the spiders everywhere, I'm assuming?
You are.
Okay, so I was happy to give Doozer the flaming sword, because obviously that was quite well effective against the spiders, and I'll pull out my flaming whip that'll allow me to actually get the more
Okay, so the room lights up again in green flame.
Why is everything you have flammable?
Because they're effective against spiders, against swarms.
Well, if you guys are going to use fire,
so basically I'll take an action to pull out the whip. I don't know if it's an action to actually activate the fire or not, but basically I'm starting to attack these spiders and obviously killing at least one or two of them with every blow.
Okay, so give me a attack roll.
Oh, now I roll the 20. So, yeah, we could make it a 34 upgraded.
Okay, so
Apologies. 33 upgraded.
After that pesky spider ripped the sword from your hands and threw it in the mark, you hit them with the whip.
Oh, okay, so it was a spider that grabbed my sword, not
Everything you see around you that is moving is a spider.
Oh, okay, right, yep, fair enough then.
So a 32 upgraded on Dooza. I believe Dooza's armor class is 22.
So it was a 33 upgraded.
So it looks like it's our first crit of the night.
Yeah.
You're really getting one of those spiders down this way.
That's right. Lucky it's only the whip that's doing the effect.
And what sort of damage is it? Slashing, bludgeoning, or piercing?
It is, where am I? Magical slashing damage.
Okay, slashing damage. From chops to groin. So, what's normally double damage is actually quad damage.
Okay.
And then the target must make it a fortitude saving throw or die from the blow.
That's what you get for stealing my weapons. Okay, so quad damage is 6, 12, 22, 28 damage. Because fortunately a whip is only a D4 base, plus 4. Plus 4 points of persistent fire damage. But it is all non-lethal. So I don't know whether that affects the critical being able to kill someone if they've...
Well, it may have done the stop the heart sort of blow.
Yeah, okay.
So what is your if your strength was a DC, what would it be? Trying to remember how they do the DCs on this. Just normally level plus ability. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm just having a look through DC on mine.
What's your class DC? What's your class DC?
So I'm just trying to find. I'm not seeing any immediate things that use my class DC, so I haven't actually had to work it out.
So your class DC is level plus modifier plus 2 for expert or proficient. 2 for proficient.
Okay. Yep. And when we say modifiers, that like your prime ability modifier type stuff?
Yep.
Okay, so that would be 4 plus 4 plus 2 is 10.
So a DC of 20. Because all DCs always add 10.
Yep.
So, can our wonderful ranger make a fortitude saving throw, please?
Just give me 2 seconds.
All good.
That's a really good roll.
It wants to be.
Yeah. Fortitude, was it?
It is fortitude, yes.
It was almost max roll. Almost. 30.
Which is good, because if you had have rolled 19 somehow, your character would have been killed by the blow from your friend using his whip.
And instead you got a critical success, if that makes any difference.
Yeah, so if I'd rolled really badly and got, under 20 total.
Yeah, it was an insta-kill.
We've been dead. From a non-lethal weapon.
And that would have been an interesting thing to confront Gorham with a second time in such a short time.
Yeah, exactly. Great.
But you still took, what did you say,
24 non-lethal damage, which
Oh,
means
okay.
that it's just 24 damage at this point.
and 4 points of persistent fire.
Ouch, but okay. Maybe next time I just knock you out. Actually, I'll probably just do that anyway.
Okay, so that was Cordar's turn, and then Balaf is looking on in stunned amazement with his critical fumble on his initiative. Would you like to contribute any 3 words to the conversation at this point?
WTF?
Cordar, you dumbass.
Okay, that's a great opening point to that point, at which point we pass to parry. There's been no big boom yet.
Koda, so I got his flaming sword, he then pulled out a flaming whip, and then proceeded to do a critical strike on me or something. And because I was not in the mud, I had to do a fort saving throw and I'll get bonus numerous. Is that about right, Martin?
Very close to it.
We have to kind of quiet the iPad for a minute, because Mia just decided to jump the absolute tantrum over nothing.
Good, because they called the effect from chops to groin. So what would Parry like to do now that he's in the muck?
Harry's gonna peek up and see what's going on around him.
There is now a flaming whip instead of a flaming sword that's starting to glow green.
Oh, lovely. Harry's gonna get as far away as possible.
So he spends an action to jump up out of the muck and then rushes.
Yeah.
Are you going to rush north or south? Up the map or down the map?
Did I say which way Willie ran off? Probably not.
Hard to tell. He ran off while you were still looking at horror at the flaming blade.
Okay. South.
Okay, so with one action you make it to the intersection. Do you head towards where the pirate treasure was or where the eels of unusual size were?
I go just around the corner.
Okay, just around the corner.
Towards the pirate treasure.
So you keep continuing south towards where the pirate treasure was?
Yes.
Okay, so you're near the water at this point. Then we have Willie. You're safely in the water. You can see what looks to be the head of a eel of unusual size floating in the water near you.
Just the head.
Just the head, having the The party had previously ripped it from the body.
Apparently it's heading our way.
Oh. Does it look like it might be an edible eel?
You could probably make a soup stock out of it.
Okay. I'll put it in my little pouch on my side, but I'm waiting for the boom.
You sure it's going to happen any time now?
I feel comforted by that thought. I kind of wonder what's going to happen to the party, but I think, oh well.
Okay, so that brings us to Dooza. You're on fire. You take 4 points of fire damage.
Yep.
And the fire is starting to glow green.
Glow green. Do I know what that means?
Well, Parry said that means it's about to go boom.
Oh, great. So I'm on fire. I would really love to stop, drop, and roll myself, but
you could run for. You could run for the water and jump in, which will put you out.
Because remember, at the moment, there's technically 2 sources of fire right now. So unless you put both of them out, it's still going boom.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping I can at least knock you out. How much hit points do you have?
Well, he's a tough fighter.
And you didn't heal him up.
Can I drag him with me to the nearest source of water?
You could, but you will not reach it in time.
But I would at least get us out of the immediate zone of gassy explosionness.
Technically, you find it a lot easier to try and drag Ballath out of the area.
I just won't leave you to get exploded in your face.
Well, he did just hit you with a...
One of us can heal the other.
I mean...
Because Ballath's just sitting there laughing at Corda.
Like twice though. I feel like I need to just knock you the hell out.
What about saving one? What about being brave and saving one of your party members?
Would that be something that my god approves of? Saving people? I don't think so.
Not when there's a fight that can be held instead.
Especially when your first thought is, what's the conflict here, and am I at a disadvantage? If there's a conflict and you're at disadvantage, your god approves of you entering the conflict.
Crap! I just locked myself out of my hotel room.
Oh no!
Hopefully there's someone on duty. Yeah, I just dropped a book.
I'm gonna have to try and knock Code R out. I'm at least gonna have to try, because my god's not gonna approve otherwise.
Or you're just gonna try to disarm him again.
Or I could do that. But how many other flaming weapons does he have?
I'm sure he always has one more.
Alright, I will try and disarm his flaming whip.
Okay, that is another athletics opposed roll.
The whip might be a bit hard to take off him.
Where's my phone gone? Where did I put it? What's 15 plus 12?
Not as much as 19 plus 10.
Ouch. Okay.
So yes, you feel the whip get pulled out of your hands as you try to take it from Corda.
I try again.
This time you get a -5 to your roll.
Oh god.
But Corda does not get the penalty.
Ouch. That sucks.
Hey, you're the one trying to do stuff. I'm just trying to hang on to things. And let's face it, trying to hang on to a flaming whip. What do you expect me to do?
Yeah.
Especially considering, as far as he knows, you're a spider trying to take it from him.
Oh god. 25.
26, sorry.
Oh my god.
So, twice in a row you have failed to win your contest, and if you try again, you're at -10.
Yeah, because I'm likely to bloody. If I try and punch him in the face, does that give me -10?
It does, because trying to disarm is a attack, as is a punch in the face.
As is a punch in the face. Alright, I'm still going to try and punch him in the face, because I think missing that is going to be less detrimental to me than... But like, I'm going to go like square for his face. Like, I'm not going to pull my punch. Like, this is going to try and be a proper punch to the face.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Well, I got a natural 20. Is it... What's melee?
So it is your strength bonus plus 2 for being proficient with it,
So...
plus your level.
So, 10 plus... So my strength plus is +4, so that'd be 14... 16 with a +2. So 20 plus 16.
-10.
-10.
Mm-hmm.
So 26.
26 is still just a hit.
And it's 26 upgraded.
Obviously, I was watching the other 7 arms on the spider.
So you get to do an unarmed damage, which I believe is 1 point plus your strength bonus.
It's 1 point plus my strength. So
A fist will be D4.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking of D&D 5th Ed, not Pathfinder.
yeah, I was about to say, is it wouldn't it be still ice damage? So is it D4? Is it?
D4, yep. Technically, the same damage as the whip does.
So D4 plus.
Plus your strength bonus characteristics 4.
4, 5, 6.
Total of 6.
Yeah.
And again, it's non-lethal.
It's not lethal, but I feel better.
Hey, okay, that's fine. Actually, oh yeah, no, you can say non-lethal. So.
You feel really good about that. Now roll a flat check on a D20.
That's right. Because you didn't actually put out the second fire source in the room.
Roll flat check on the 20.
Mm-hmm. Let's roll a D20 and tell me what you get.
I get a resounding 18. Not bad, actually.
18, so the fire goes out.
Yep. You're no longer burning.
I'm no longer burning. Perfect.
Okay, so that brings us to Corda. So Corda, with your flailing and that final blow of the whip, all the spiders have left the area.
I'll be back in a minute, Mum.
As you see standing before you, Dooza, and your flaming whip is in your hand with a nice green flame.
Okay. So now that I'm presumably more aware and alert about the situation, is there any chance of me thinking, hey, green flame, blue flame, wasn't there something about some gases down here?
I'll give you a wisdom saving throw. Will saving throw.
That's a natural one.
Maybe if you pick up your flaming sword and hold them both together, you'll shed better light on the situation.
Well, okay, so there's no spiders around anymore?
You can see things. You can see things flickering in the light, but
apparently all the enemies are dead or gone, as far as I can tell.
you've scared them all off with your flaming prowess. But
And can Can I see where the spider dropped my sword into the muck?
You can still see it bubbling in the muck where it was dropped.
Okay, I will roll up the whip quickly, put it back on the belt, and go over and pick up the sword.
And hold up your flaming sword to get all the muck off it.
Well, I mean, the point being that if I'm still at action left, depending on how far I can go, putting away the whip, moving to the sword, and picking up the sword, I would have thought was 3 actions.
Well, the sword was dropped pretty much at your feet.
Oh, was it? Okay. In that case, then,
You did roll a natural one, remember?
oh no, I said I was just the fact that the so well, yeah. If the sword is covered in muck, then I will allow the flame to burn it out a bit further.
Okay, so as the flame intensifies along the blade, you get to roll 3d8.
9, 13.
13. Okay, so a ball of flame doing 13 points of damage, centered on Cordar and his sword, goes out of the corridors. So that means that Duza will have to make a saving throw. Balath will get to make a saving throw. Cordar will also get to make a saving throw. But William Parry don't really have to worry about it.
The dice are getting
Reflex saving throw.
Sorry, what's happening?
The fire gas, the gas went off.
Yeah, great.
So we're talking.
That is pretty great.
Okay, so we're talking 13 points of fire damage, or 13 points coming through. So.
So what was Cordar's class DC?
We said 20.
Mm-hmm.
And his reflex save was only 15.
So Cordar takes the 13 points of.
So 13 points of fire.
Mm-hmm.
25 for Bella.
Balaf only takes 6 points of fire damage.
Excellent.
Luckily, it happened after the round in which you were surprised.
Yep.
And what was Duza if Duza's back?
Did you say 6 points of damage?
6 whole points of damage.
Yep.
Not very often Balaf gets hurt.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's a bit unacceptable, but he has spent the entire combat standing there and giggling while watching Cordar act like an idiot.
And Willie sees the light flash from the explosion of flame. He's a little disappointed at how small the flame was.
So what you're telling me is that the guy who really only casts fire offensive spells has been standing there chuckling at his idiot teammate.
Mm-hmm.
And then a wall of fire comes and barely singes him, and he's still standing there chuckling at his idiot teammate.
He is, yes.
Who finally where all the spiders gone, but that was the point of actually allowing the flames to blow up. So.
And one of those spiders, you absolute moron, you've been attacking Durza.
No, it was giant spiders everywhere.
Yes, you were seeing them, they weren't real.
Well, they were real enough to steal the sword off me.
Again,
Real enough to get hit by the whip.
You were hallucinating, that was Durza. You were so afraid that you were hallucinating.
I wasn't afraid.
Then why were you hallucinating?
I don't know.
I never knew you had a phobia of spiders, Cordor.
What was the cause of the explosion?
That would be the gas.
Gas that we're all breathing in? Causing
It's all
hallucination?
exploded now.
Causing
Did you
hallucination?
see how Did you see how your sword was green and blue? Well, that should have been your first indication that you should have been running instead of attacking your friend.
Oh, no, okay. I wasn't thinking of the fact that we had the potential gas in here, and I figured, well, hey, yep, I can set the explosion off and it'll kill all the spiders.
Yes, I'm sure that's exactly what you were thinking, you idiot.
I must say, it is amusing the fact that the dice are definitely against me so far. My only roll above 11 so far has been a natural 20 when I was attacking my goal at my 13 Duca.
Yep.
So don't we know how these dice work? These dice know when you're attacking a teammate. There was a retaliation from Dooza that was a natural 20 also when Dooza was attacking you, not trying to save you.
Yes. Is Duca back yet?
Not at this stage, but we have Willie comes out of the water with a fish head.
Well, that seems silly. Belaf starts casting Prestidigitation on Cordar and himself, and washing away the singe marks.
You sure you're not just going to accent it and put your name in the singe marks?
No.
What?
We'll do
Wiggle was here.
So yes, you have dealt with the midden heap.
I'm sorry, Leo's being difficult. I'm trying to put her to sleep.
It's
now.
completely understandable, and you have said she's been trying to think about this time.
She's
So you're coming back to a saving throw, reflex saving throw.
reflex saving throw.
Because there was a boom right in your face.
Is things still in boom?
Yep.
But you only put out one of the 5.
Well, I didn't have the actions left to do anything else.
Yep.
Where am I? Level 4 Doozle. Reflex?
Yep.
23.
Okay, so you take 6 points of fire damage.
Great. I don't actually know what my total hit point is at the moment.
You've taken 30 points of damage.
I've taken 30.
And looking around you, you see Willie showing up with Parry, the Buffer's wizard known to man, and Parry gets to make a intelligence check to see if he's noticed if he's dropped anything.
He is currently feeding Mia, so I could make the check for him. But I don't know.
Yes, do it.
Go for it.
It could be even worse. I could make the check for him, considering how I roll for players.
Yeah. I think he would rather me roll it.
Well, I could roll up for him tonight. My dice are doing so well.
I'm sure they are.
Well, they're doing well when it comes to hurting other players.
Martin, if he's jumped into my pool, is there any chance I've noticed that something might have dropped off?
Because he jumped into the mark, not in the pool.
He jumped into the muck first, then ran to where you were, roughly.
Well, I didn't roll very well for him. I rolled a 5.
Okay, so
I presume his intelligence is at least +4, so...
So obviously, everything's A-OK.
so now I need to look up his little what's the DC of his nice little artifact.
But that's only when he realises he's lost something.
It actually happens whenever he loses it.
Oh, okay. So it's like you can tell you've lost something. I just got dumber.
Is that permanent?
Well, it doesn't come back with time.
Ouch.
The one I wanted his little thingy. Where'd I put the artifacts?
I'm wondering if I should use a reroll to reroll better for him, because I feel bad if he loses his life on my roll.
That's alright, he's going to lose
Jason
recently.
blame me.
He doesn't need it.
Is there any rerolls, Martin?
There are 2 whole rerolls for the night.
Do you people mind if I use a reroll for...
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that is much better. 18. I feel less shitty now. I used the good Japanese dice, and it rolled good.
Okay. Where is my search? There we go. That's not what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. You knew I had one somewhere. The Shard of Pride. I'm wanting the Shard of
Greed, isn't it?
Greed, yeah. There we go. Just wondering why I was looking at the wrong one. So it was a flat check.
Oh, it was a flat check.
Yep. And so you rolled.
18 probably good then.
Yeah, probably.
So as long as you roll 11 or higher on a d20, he doesn't take 1d4 points of wisdom damage.
So I definitely needed that reroll.
Well, actually, it's not like you use wisdom anyway.
No, I don't.
Oh no, neither is Parry.
Yeah, what would be bad is if wisdom was his dump stat, because he wouldn't have much to burn. Okay, so yes, you have successfully found your way around the part that other party members couldn't go.
No.
As I remember before, you had 4 out of 5 party members you could squeeze between B5 and B7, but one could not. And I believe that was Balaf last time.
Yep.
And we all did a nice party thing and joined him in the long, stinky group.
That is correct.
But it's less stinky now.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Balaf cast Prestidigitation on you to get away some of the singeing.
I somewhat appreciate that.
Yep.
Okay, but I'm guessing there's not much else left in this hidden heap.
No, you managed to.
No more spiders.
You managed to seal the top layer and keep the spiders out of sight.
Good. Well, if everyone's back again, Cordo's happy to continue leading the way.
With your flaming sword?
Balaf prods you along, trying not to kill another party member this time.
Didn't kill anyone. Except spiders.
No, but you had a damn good try out of it. And how many times do I have to tell you there was no spiders, you idiot?
There's something creepy calling down here. Oh, hang on, next power. So he doesn't need to have the sword lit at this stage. Do we have other light swords?
You each have wayfinders.
Balaf.
Okay, we've got our wayfinders, haven't we? That's right.
And also Balaf's staff.
Yeah.
So Balaf lights up his staff with flame.
Not yet.
So we'll keep heading towards presumably B7, I guess.
Okay, making it into B7 finally, after the rest of the party have already ransacked the area. You realise this was the den of the creatures that had beaten you up in B4.
Okay.
Oh, the chameleon people.
The troglodytes under another name of Zalagoths, who had chameleon-like abilities.
So this room's already been cleared.
And it's been sanitized, you can say.
Are there any other exits from this room?
There is a passageway that seems to be heading deeper into the earth.
Okay, well, I guess we haven't found evidence of Saul's belongings yet, so I guess we keep moving deeper.
Yeah, you come across signs of what appears to have been a passage collapse, which is around B8.
Okay.
And another side passage heads deeper into the earth.
Does it feel like we're talking a recent collapse, or?
It looks like it's been collapsed for months, if not years.
Okay, so the room itself still feels stable?
You think it's fairly stable unless you try to clear the collapse.
Okay. Well, if we've got a pathway to follow, and obviously if the collapse occurred months ago, then presumably Saul's thieves did not go that way. So we will take the pathway that's still open.
Okay, heading this way, you find a series of terrace drops that go deeper into the earth here. The rock around you feels cold, making you think you're currently passing underneath the water right now.
As in, like we're going underneath the harbour?
Or the river, or something like that.
Okay. Because Runelords on the port, isn't it?
It's a coastal city, yes.
Yeah. Well, based upon where we started from and the vague direction we've been going, does it feel like we've been going out under harbour, or?
See, it feels like you're heading towards the water, yes.
Okay. But yep, we will keep going forward if it feels like there's a thing. Possibly, if we're going into a watery area, then maybe the gas will be less effective, less concerning. So the cord, are we more willing to use this flaming cord now? But we don't need it immediately, so obviously we'll keep moving through.
Okay, so ahead of you see a cavern bathed in strange orange-purple glow.
Interesting.
How big a cavern are we talking about?
Well, the passageway heads towards it, but you're not quite sure.
So it goes beyond the edge of the light, or
It goes beyond the edge of the light, and your light doesn't illuminate it.
okay. Corda will try putting out his Wayfinder light, and just seeing, like having a look at this orange glow and see if it's.
So as you put your light out, you see that the glow gets a bit stronger from these whatever source is producing it down there. As you realise that it basically creates an area of dim light.
Handy for us.
Well, probably handy for a lot of things that might live down here, but.
That's fine.
But obviously, so without the light sources on, the light is actually better, particularly for people with low light vision, I'm guessing.
That is correct.
Okay, well. Can we see further into the cavern then if we've turned the lights out?
As you can see that there is an area of water. So are we effectively seeing what's available in B10 there? We can see what's available in B10, lit by an orange glow.
Okay.
Orange purpley glow.
So it looks like the cavern continues out past the other end of the pool. So from Cordar's perspective, we don't need to go swimming or fishing. So he will aim to not stick to the wall as such, but start moving off towards the other side, watching the water to see if anything comes through, but obviously watching the walls and things, because apparently other things come out of the wall, didn't they? So.
And there are many weird creatures around.
Yeah, but if there's nothing actually visibly in the rooms that might prevent us, Cordar's happy to be going forward.
Just trying to find which beastie this is in this version of the game again.
What? You mean there is a beastie in here?
There's always a beastie.
How did we not see it?
And here I am trying to find something that will tell me what a second edition version of that beastie is. Well, the main problem with most of that is that they rename a lot of stuff, but they don't give you a here's of what they were and what they are now.
Well, to be fair, from a publishing perspective, that's probably okay in the sense that there's no point renaming it and saying, oh yeah, this was previously called this in this other system that we don't play anymore. We'll talk about.
They have it in the book, so if I did a text search of the book, I could probably find it. Might not be a bad thing to quickly do while.
That's right. Yep, absolutely.
So you see a cavern bathed in strange orange-purple glow that seems to reduce visibility rather than increase it. In fact, it seems to inhibit other light sources as well. The glow comes from a number of large rock nodules placed at intervals about the room. The side portion of the room is occupied by a still black pool, whose surface reflects the strange light.
In that case, based on that description, if the light is seemingly coming from specific locations, Cordar's going to go and have a look at one of those things after we put out our lights. He's going to go and examine one of those rocks that apparently is emitting this strange glow.
Okay.
You said there was water there, right?
There is.
I'll let you resolve Cordar, and then I'll.
Okay, so what you find a weird crystal that you've not seen before.
The shards.
Do you have any knowledge you think that might be appropriate?
Unless they're crystals that might appear in a swamp, it seems unlikely. Otherwise, it'd be just coming down to Pathfinder lore.
You can try Pathfinder lore and see what it gets you.
With my rolls tonight, a whole 14.
Yeah, they're shiny.
Yep.
Yep.
Occultism, religion, or society?
They're good at identifying creatures. It's more a lore that's appropriate to your character.
Yep, just making sure there was nothing that would potentially help with that thing.
I think the ideal one would be something like dungeoneering lore or something, but Cordar will certainly be able to, if the he'll having looked at it, he'll touch it, assuming it touches the birdie's hands or turn it to dust.
Well, his finger feels hot as he touches it and gives off a bit of a strange glow the longer he touches it.
Oh, dude, it's definitely one of those pride stone things.
Well, but there's lots of them, so it shouldn't be one of the shards. So.
Oh, right, true. Sorry.
Cordar will see if he can pull it off the wall or out of the wall.
It picks up easily in your hand, and you notice your hand starts to glow with it. At this point, I'm going to have Cordar make a fortitude saving throw.
Okay, I was going to say the intent would be to quickly put it into a pouch.
We are really treating you as a canary at the moment, aren't we?
And with my dice rolls.
Yeah.
Although actually, no, this one's not quite so bad. I actually got the double figure again. Fortitude 23.
Okay, Cordar feels an intense hatred, anger burn through him for a moment. Just a moment.
Hatred, anger towards anything particular? Bella, for example?
It wasn't long enough for you to identify where it came from or where it was directed.
Keep talking, post boy.
Well, okay, yeah, he'll aim to immediately drop it into a pouch and close up the pouch.
Your hand still glows with the same sort of glow that was there previously.
He's going to go over to he'll try wiping it on a bit of the unglowy wall, and if that doesn't work, he's going to go and try and wash it in the water.
So as you wipe it on the wall, you can see a faint smudge on the wall where you touch it, but it didn't seem to wipe anything off. Okay. It's more like contact gives some sort of effect.
I'll see if it washes off.
Okay. As you stick your hand in the black pool, you realize it is inky black. You can't actually see in the pool itself.
Okay.
At which point, I'm going to ask you to make a athletics check.
Okay. And I did that before after I realised I couldn't. I put the hand in before after I couldn't see. Bloody hell. 18.
18. So as you watch Cordar pick this rock up, look like he's shaking for a moment, stick it in his pocket, rub the wall with his hand, stick his hand in the inky blackness, and then get sucked into the inky blackness.
Balaf looks to the rest of the party and wonders if they saw it happen.
Did you just see what I saw?
No, it's more, can we just pretend he never existed?
No, yes. From Balaf's perspective, it's okay, well, nothing to see here, keep moving along.
Yeah. Did the rest of the party see what happened?
I don't know. I'm going to guess that Mom's going to ask us to do perception roll.
I'm going to leave it up to the player. Would the player like to have seen this happen or not?
I mean, the point is that there's no reason why the party wasn't all standing around or doing stuff in the meantime. It's whether you're actually doing stuff that means you weren't looking at Cordar.
Yeah, no, Balaf was watching the canary the whole time.
Yep.
We have a canary.
You have a canary.
The way Cordo's rolling at the moment. He's making a very effective canary.
So Emily, do you see him fall in?
I would presume so, because I've got nothing better to... Because he's leading the party through McDonald's at the moment, isn't he?
He is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, alright.
Canary.
Realising that another party member saw what happened, immediately runs up to the water and starts just casting off a few cantrips into the water.
Okay, what cantrips are you going to cast?
Just Divine Lance.
Okay. Which harms undead?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Oh, good. So I'm going to ask for initiative now.
No job.
$21 to Cordo. I'm almost getting up to 3/4 of a D20 roll now.
You're getting better.
23 again for Bella.
23 for Balath. He's doing well.
Well, it's better than last combat.
19th of Juzor.
19 for Dooza. You're a little slow on the uptake today. What about Willie?
24.
24.
Right.
And the buffest wizard known to man, is he busy?
No, he's back.
17.
17. So obviously a little distracted by the fact that he seems to have lost some of his bling. As Willie, you're up first. As you see Cordar's feet slip into the inky blackness.
Sorry, I see Corda doing what?
He walks into the room, scouting it out to save the party. Picks up a glowy rock, looks angry for a moment, sticks it in his bag, tries to wipe off the glowiness on his hands on the walls, goes to the water to wash it off, comments on how this water's black as he gets sucked into the water.
Uh-huh. That's bad.
Only Corda.
Alright.
Cordo can swim.
Wow.
How well he can swim in half-plate armor is a different question. He can swim.
Yeah. So, did his slipping into the water look natural, or did it look like something yanked him into the water?
Looked like something yanked him into the water. Because the look of shock on his face was one of those moments you're going to treasure for quite a while.
Okay. I'm going to delay.
Okay. Then we're up to Belath. Does Belath burst out laughing?
Yep. No. He pretends like he cares, and he starts casting some divine lights into the water.
Okay, you see it hit the surface of the water and dissipate. Foiled by the water again.
Oh damn, he's gone.
Corda, you're now up.
We tried everything we could. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Well, what am I experiencing at the present time?
You're experiencing quite a drag right now as you're being pulled down into the depths.
Am I feeling like something grabbed my hand and pulled me in?
You can feel what feels like teeth all up your arm, as if whatever it is biting your entire forearm on all sides.
Right. Okay. So it goes straight into the mouth of the creature, or the creature's gone through. I will draw a dagger and try and chop the thing just below the end of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
In order to escape its grip.
I give you an attack roll.
Oh, I've actually found some decent numbers on the die for an enemy burden.
Nice.
Of course, only with a dagger, so that doesn't really do anything. But total of 28.
Okay, that becomes a critical hit. As you also realise that The creature's mouth that your arm is embedded in at the moment is a tentacle.
Okay.
So it's you basically stuck your hand in some sort of tentacle creature.
Yep. Okay. Well, except it was stabbing at the end of my hand. Oh, great. 2d4 and I rolled 2. So that's 10 points of normal piercing damage.
I am happy to give you a advantage on an athletics check to break free if you wish to.
Yep.
Or you can do acrobatics or athletics depending on your choice.
Yeah, both plus 10, so it doesn't really bother me too much. Although I guess acrobatics technically I'm expert in, but athletics I'm only trained. So if that's going to make any difference, the number's going to be the same. Oh, bloody hell. 8 and 3 on the die, so that gives me a total of 18.
Total of 18. I'll make it an opposed roll so you have a chance.
Oh, you rolled not so well either, so mine was tough.
So it got a 19.
Yep.
So your arm is still stuck.
Well, we'll go for another stab at it then to try and if I can't free, then I'll be free.
So only a -5 because the escape was on an attack.
-4, isn't it?
-4 for agility, agile weapon.
Dagger, oh no, dagger, oh yeah, dagger and agile weapon, yeah, so it's -4. Where am I? So that's 11 plus 7 instead. Actually 24.
That's a hit.
For a total of 7 points of damage.
Okay, so you really stab into this creature, whatever it is that you can't see.
So I'm just trying to cut that tentacle off, so therefore I can pull my hand away.
Okay, that now brings us to Dooza. And you hear the sounds of drums in the background from your over-the-shoulder companion.
On the black side, there's a fair chance the glow will be washed off after it's gone through the slurpiness of the tentacle.
I valiantly jump in to try and rescue Coda again.
Okay, you jump in and find yourself sinking into inky blackness.
Right.
You realize it's not water.
Even better.
It tastes like flammable oil.
Flammable oil. Oh god. Why is everything in this area
Well,
slow fire?
now you know the source of Soul's riches. You found black gold.
Okay, so what's your character's? Does your character have a swim speed?
I have a climb speed. I don't have a swim speed, I don't think.
It wouldn't be common.
Worth asking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we have many lakes on the Senarios.
So give me a athletics check as you try to swim down to whatever's got your friend.
Athletics. At least I'm good at that. Um, 23.
23. Okay. You manage to grasp onto a boot. So that's your second action.
Can I start swimming up?
You can start swimming up, yes. Give me an athletics check again.
I will attempt to swim up. 25.
25. Okay. As you try to swim up, you feel yourself caught on whatever the boot's caught on.
Great.
And Cordar feels himself stretched a little bit by the boot.
Out of curiosity, the sensation of being grabbed around the boot, is that noticeably a hand, or is that feeling like it's another tentacle?
You're quite used to being manhandled by Dooza by now. So you recognise it as a good firm grip from Dooza.
Okay.
Unmistakable.
So not one that have to try and kick free of it.
Yeah, please don't try swimming anymore today. That would be great.
And now we're up.
Even if you wanted to.
And now we are up to the buffest wizard known to man.
Yeah. There's not much I can do with this.
Fireball.
Right, alright.
Please don't.
It'll help get rid of all the funball oil.
No.
Less likely to drown then.
Harry's not going to do anything. He's probably just going to sit and cross his legs and wait for something to happen.
Okay, so you delay as well.
Right.
Does Willie wish to do anything with his delay?
He's not aware of anything he can do, so I guess he just sort of waits to see that.
It's just going to
what
do jump in as well.
Yes, but he I'm sure realizes Dooza is a better swimmer than he is.
Well, I mean, my athletics alone is plus 12, so...
Okay, so Cordar feels a tugging on the other side of him as the creature starts chewing at his arm. It must think you're tasty.
Apparently.
As it delivers 10 points of piercing damage to your arm.
Ouch.
Oof. Just out of curiosity, did anyone heal me after Koya almost
Not
had it?
a chance to.
Bella's just made you look prettier.
Yeah, thanks.
You're some of the foot marks.
You're cleaner, not healthier.
Fantastic.
Look, that's better hygiene.
I'm not sure how Dooza feels about this.
Okay, so we're now at the top of the order, and Willie, would you like to continue delaying?
Sounds like a damn fine idea.
Okay, you rest up while you watch Balath go for another cantrip.
Nah, there's too many people in there, so he's also going to delay.
Okay, you sit down next to Willie
Yeah.
and parry.
Well, no, he's going to stand by the water.
Sitting on their asses.
What are we meant to do?
You can violently jump in like I have.
Yeah, no, Bella's not doing that.
So we're now up to Cordar. What does Cordar want to do?
So apparently I'm still being gripped by this tentacle.
You are.
I will keep chopping it off then.
Give me an attack roll.
18, 19.
That is a hit, so give me damage.
For 7 points of damage.
You're consistent.
It's D4, there's not that many options, so.
Well, hey, you got 10 points on a critical hit.
Well, that's what I want. Nice double one on my 2d4.
So that you still got 2 more actions.
Yep, and it's still not free, obviously.
Still not free.
I'll have another attack then. 13, 7, 20.
Also a hit.
For 8 points of damage this time.
You think you've almost got it loose. One more strike might do it.
I was thinking, it might be hard to really feel it. That's might be able to work on this. Yeah, okay, we'll have one more strike then, rather than actually trying to just pull through. 15 minus plus 3, 18. Yeah.
That's a hit.
All good for another 8 points of damage.
Hit, let's go.
Okay. Well, that's my 3 actions, so...
Doozer.
Mental note, buy a serrated edge dagger. More useful to sawing through.
Doozer, you feel the whatever's held you in place has released as you start floating up.
Sweet.
You're up, what do you do?
I continue swimming towards the top.
Give me an athletics roll.
Athletics roll. Do.
Under the sea.
Yeah. 29.
29. In one action you manage to breach the surface of the oil.
I see everyone else sitting on their asses.
You see Balaf leaning over, having that look of intense thought, while holding his ready to turn on flaming staff.
Yep. You get prestidigitated the second you're out of the water. You're now dry.
I'm still in the water. I only just reached the surface. Is that right, Martin?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You still have 2 actions.
As
I will attempt to pull us out. I'm guessing that's another athletics check.
Doesn't need to be, you can do it in an action.
I was wondering, one action to get yourself out, and then another action to basically pull me out after you.
So one action gets you to the edge with and out of the water, still dragging the booted foot behind.
And I maybe not quite so gently pull Koda out.
I'll assist.
So with the help of all the friendly hands, you get Koda out of the water as you realise one of his hands has been badly mangled.
I kind of point to that and give Bella a bit of side eye.
no, I've got something better. You should probably sit down right now. My opinions.
As you can see, what appears to be bits of bone sticking out of his arm, all up the length of it. Not his own.
Look. Oh, well, that's more interesting. Give me a moment. Balaf begins examining Kordar's arm.
Kordar's saying there's something in there, and it ain't a spider.
Yes, shut up and sit down.
Yeah, this is why I pointed at it and gave...
Don't put your back to the lake.
No, not pointing to the lake, pointing to your mangled arm.
Yeah, but if Balaf is going to sit down in front of Kordar, who's watching the lake, then he's got to put... Don't turn your back to the lake.
Yeah, I would take a few steps away, guys.
Either way, Balaf starts examining the arm. This is much more entertaining.
Okay, Balaf, give me a
medicine check.
Just looking for which is the correct thing. A occultism check.
An occultism check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was expecting religion for full bones. I think,
well, would you believe that I have that skill?
I believe you do.
I do, in fact. And so just okay. Right. Alrighty. Let's roll the dice. Let's
And I cannot do much tonight. I wouldn't bother.
Of course, my dice roller just crashed. Thank you very much for that. Okay. 1624.
You identify it as a squid-like creature known as a grick. That is basically like long tentacles.
Mm-hmm.
See if I actually have a picture of what one looks like.
I was gonna say, yeah. Oh god. Oh no, Skype is about to shoot itself. Oh no. Oh, I hate this.
Okay, so that will be... Can you see that sort of...
Cool.
How is it spelled? Because I now can't see the video.
So it looks like a worm with a beak and what appears to be octopus extensions coming out from the beak, each with claws on the end of it.
Okay.
How's it spelled?
Grick.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Yep. Cool.
But the tentacles are obviously quite bony, if there'd been that bits of bone behind.
They have teeth in them, and the teeth look like bones to people who don't really know what they are. And they each have little round areas around them where the sucker's stuck in and the teeth dug in.
Yep.
Cool. Balance is going to start medicining Mangled Arm Boy.
Mangled Arm Boy. Noodle arms.
Certainly, Cordos, if the hang on, if we get a pause to actually bandage it up properly, then he might encourage to move somewhat further away from the edge of the lake. Hey, that thing's still alive in there, probably.
Cool. Good to know. We move away, and I start bandaging up your dumb arm.
Of course, if we set the lake on fire, it'd probably burn it, probably kill it.
Good idea. Don't tempt me.
You do realise you probably won't be able to use that arm properly for at least a day or two.
Good old left-handed, huh? For a while.
And the finger's still glowing.
So,
the fingers are still glowing?
Yep.
Yes?
is it the same arm?
Yeah, like it was the same. It's my right hand that I was using to do things.
Yeah, so mangled arm is also glowy arm.
Yep.
Well, just the hand.
Yeah, cool. Bandage. Cover the whole thing. No more glow.
You see the glow start coming through the fabric.
Well, look, I'm gonna have to burn your arm off now, Cordo.
Give me a medicine roll.
Yep. I was just rolling that. 15 plus. Sorry. Wrong. Wrong thing. That's an 8. Plus 8, 16.
So 16 in total, or
16 in total.
okay. You believe his hand is suffering from some form of radiation damage.
Good grief. Corda, this is not good.
Couple of days should be right, I'm sure.
Yeah, look,
But you do believe that it is early, and if his whole body was glowing, then he would be in danger.
yeah. Corda, did you grabbed one of those rocks, didn't you?
Yep. It's in the pouch still.
Yeah, throw it away, please, but don't touch it. In fact, let's do some science. Why not throw it into the pool?
I thought it'd be something that'd be worthwhile for the Pathfinder Society guys to look at, because...
It's dangerous, and it's going to hurt you if you are near it.
Okay. I'm happy to toss the entire pouch then into the pool.
Okay. As you see it hit the pool, you see the area around it start to sound as if you've hit glass. As the pool starts to solidify around it.
Is that what you expected to happen with your chemistry experiment?
No, it's an experiment. We're trying to figure out what would happen. And
as you see, only half the bags seem to have submerged in the pool. And there's only half the bag submerged in the pool before it solidified and is now floating on the surface.
Or possibly stuck in the semi-solid surface.
And there's about a 5 foot radius around that location of what appears to be a solid glass-like surface.
Belath pokes the glass-like surface with a spear.
It sounds like you're poking glass.
Yeah, look, I would like to give that to the Pathfinder Society, but that seems dangerous. Somebody should take some notes. Bags on. Alright, where to next?
So, both Corda and Parry need to make a fortitude saving throw.
Fortitude plus 9. 25.
How did Parry go?
Fortitude save.
Fortitude save. Oh yeah. Fortitude save. 21.
Okay, both of
The
you.
toughest wizard ever.
Both of you have extreme feelings of anger that pass through you for a brief moment. So brief you're not even sure what caused it or what it was at.
Someone was saying that I wasn't the buttest wizard known to man.
Wasn't it?
It's not a phase.
And my anger was probably while I was trying to restack and put my shield to tie the shield to the pack so I can then with one-handed and practicing pulling out the sword and getting the hang of that left-handed fighting again for a bit.
Luckily, you're not just right-handed.
No. I do practice left-handed, but it is would be my offhand. I don't know if Pathfinder actually does offhand type stuff, does it?
No. If it does, I'm ignoring it.
Okay. I mean, I'm happy to put a -2 on any attack rolls, whatever appropriate to do something. But...
Okay, so that brings us, as you can continue on after avoiding the dead pool.
Was that actually like a 10-minute medicine heal type, or was it just a check of what was wrong?
I believe it was an action check, not a 10-minute check.
Happy with that. Cool.
He wanted to identify what was wrong.
Yep, that's cool. Obviously, I say, Corda will take a few minutes then to actually at least get his kit reset to try and fight left-handed. So.
Okay.
And yes, he's certainly then ready to move on. Although it's potentially advantageous for Dude's going to take the front rank if Corda's going to be fighting with his offhand.
I do not mind taking the lead.
Okay.
If it stops you from touching everything inside.
Oh, but it is funny.
Not when I have my little shoulder god telling me, do the rescue.
So as Duza goes to take the front, you hear Duza hears this nice dramatic note in the background.
Finally, you're doing your job.
Because apparently he still has the god complex over the shoulder.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not going anywhere for the next 317 days.
I mean, obviously, while we're in the wide passageway where there's room for multiple people in the front type stuff, corridor is barely a step behind, but obviously, yes. Corridor is on the left-hand side of Lugra, so therefore with his left-handed sword.
I find it funny that you are travelling with your sword out.
Hey, what are you going to have it out ready to go?
Well, no, the fact that I find it odd that you travel with your weapon out. You probably find it more odd that I don't travel with my weapon out.
Isn't your weapon a big axe?
I find it odd that you guys will rely on weapons, you nerds.
Isn't your weapon a great big axe? Oh no, sorry, no. That I'm thinking of
Nexa.
Nexa, sorry, yes.
Yeah, no, I do have a great big whopping axe on my back, but you haven't actually seen me pull that one.
No, that's right. No, you normally find it to do small axes or short swords or something, don't you?
My two orc axes. I prefer my familial family weapons than the double-handed axe. But yes.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But okay, in that sense, yes. If I was normally wielding quite a small weapon, then yep. Drawing it immediately when needed, it's not unreasonable. But if you go with a big weapon, hey, you can just have it in hand.
I can still get the other one out just as quick as the small ones.
Absolutely. Yep. But anyway, yes. The sword is not on fire. We have the light source. Okay, so it's got the orange light source from these glowing rocks that are obviously very friendly. Yep.
And up ahead.
Hey, if you ever need light source now, I can just hold my hand up.
You do notice that it's slowly fading from your hand, though.
Okay.
You might have to hold one longer.
I'll hold on to the bandages because maybe it's seeping into the bandages.
Okay, so the cave ahead is illuminated by more of these glowing crystals that are sitting either side of a low natural south on one of the walls. The shelf has been converted into a bed of some sort, complete with a luxurious fur blanket lying rumpled on it, and a velvet pillow. And you see a platinum filigreed foot chest, and a pair of black boots resting beside a small ledge.
Black boots.
And as you enter the room, I'm going to ask for Parry and Cordar to both make fortitude saving throws again.
Still going okay. 26.
22.
So both of you also again feel an intense wave of anger come and disappear. What would you like to do?
I've actually some memories. Is this feeling a bit like when we were going through those temples of wrath?
A bit like that, but more intense.
Okay.
More primal.
Okay.
More primal.
But yeah, okay, well, is there anyone in the room? Obviously this room is utilised.
There is not, but there is a passageway that seems to be heading south.
Okay. And we're still lit by the glowing crystal things, aren't we? So we don't want light in here.
There are, yes.
Cordar will then move to cover the exit to the south.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not actually going down that pathway yet, while I'm expecting that others will greedily look at the filigree platinum chest and or other belongings.
Well, the chest looks like it's worth a fortune. Not counting what's in it.
And the lovely fur blanket.
That is also look like it is also worth a fortune. It looks like it might have been made from a winter wolf's pelt.
I'm assuming the corridor doesn't see anything down that corridor at this stage.
You can see there is also light coming from down there.
Okay, but can you hear anything?
Perception
No.
roll.
Total of 9.
Nope. Just his heart beating and thumping a lot louder than normal.
Yep.
So while Corda's doing that, what is Willie, Balath, Duza, and Parry doing?
Well, Balat's gonna start prodding and poking Doza. Because Doza looks like he might need some healing.
So poke with the fire stick.
Probably not.
Well, am I still on a total of 30 damage, or did I take more?
You're still on 30 damage.
Yeah.
It's okay. Corda is caught up to you. He's on 29.
That's not so bad. I had myself on 38. Well, but also I had myself on 38, but that was because I started myself with 9, but I got healed during the session when I was away.
You did get healed in the session you were away.
Okay.
They gave everyone some healing.
So 20.
Because I have a total of 60 hit points, so I'm basically sitting at a half a health.
Yep.
So in 4th edition terms, he's bloodied.
Yep. Balat gets Doza to sit down anyway.
I'm getting forced to sit.
Yeah.
Sit down!
Sit, boo boo, sit.
I'm curious that Parry hasn't immediately reacted.
Doza, sit, stay. Good Doza.
No, my pocket god is probably like going down right now.
I don't know. I'm more talking about the idea. I'm surprised that Parry hasn't reacted to the $1 million chest sitting in the room.
Well, if Parry picks it up, it becomes Parry's chest.
I licked it.
Okay, Parry licks it. Parry gets to make a fortitude saving throw.
Why?
Can you all stop getting eaten by stuff, please?
25.
Okay, Parry realizes that there's some sort of gunk on the outside of the chest, and it's now stuck to his tongue.
Oh, for the love! Is his tongue glowing?
His tongue is not glowing, no.
When you say stuck to his tongue, are we talking just the gunk or are we talking the chest?
Just the gunk.
Okay.
Could have been the chest.
Just a sit.
Yeah, while those idiots try and kill themselves, apparently, Belaf will start first aiding Doza.
Okay. You spend 10 minutes starting to fix the boo-boos.
Yes.
In which case then, Corda will take up his position on the corridor, but he'll actually aim to be hidden. So,
Okay, so halfway through your check, we'll get Corda and Parry to make another fortitude saving throw.
23, Harry.
so, in case it's important, the stealth roll was 12. He's hiding, and his fortitude save is 20.
Okay, so both of you again feel an intense sense of anger wash through you.
I mean, I'd be worried about this sort of stuff, but then I've got Balath around me. Of course, if I really thought about it, I've had Balath around me a long time, and he hasn't always sent up flashes of anger.
Keep talking, I'll stop healing.
So we get a healing check from Balath, and as he's doing his healing check for Balath to see how much, whether he does heal and how much.
I will point out that was definitely private thoughts in his head.
Well, we rolled a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the third? And I'm guessing it's an 8. Yes, it is. So 18 in total.
So that is 2d8, I believe. And as you're rolling that, I will get Corda and Parry to make another Fortitude saving throw.
21.
How much was that, Jeremy?
21.
21?
He keeps going double figures, plus 9, at least kicks him over the 20s.
Which is good.
Urza is healed for 10 health.
Harry's got 22.
Okay, so both of you are again feeling this intense surge of anger rush through you momentarily.
What is going on with you two idiots?
Well, probably nothing externally, obviously. It's obviously only... There might be a momentary facial expression, but... Considering no one had been looking at Cordar for the last 10 minutes while he was watching...
Oh yeah, no, that was the player, not the character.
Yeah, no, okay, well, and like I say... I've got no idea at the moment, like presumably it's related to the, well, in Cordar's case, it was presumably related to the crystal, but, because it started for him after he hit the crystal, but I don't think Harry had actually touched the crystal at all, so...
No, but Harry did start licking windows.
No, but he was having the flash of rage before then, well, at least before he was licking chest, I don't know.
Okay, so you've waited for 10 minutes to do stuff. Do you wish to continue healing people, or do you want to continue south or examine the chest?
Well, I was going to say, was anyone else doing anything during that 10 minutes? I.e. Willie and Harry?
No, I was looking around.
Well, the boots look like they're well made.
What were you looking around at for 10 minutes?
The room. What's going on in the room?
So in the room,
Yeah, what?
there's a bed with glowing crystals at the head and the feet. There is a luxurious white fur blanket lying on top of the bed with a velvet cushion. The platinum filigreed foot chest, which Parry has licked, and a pair of black boots sitting beside everything.
As I'm looking around, I've probably wandered over to the bed and I've just run my hand through the white blanket. It looks very fluffy and soft.
It is the softest fur you've ever touched. You think your wife would love it?
Oh, you suck. Fuck. Okay, I kind of look around, who's watching me, and I sort of roll it up into a like a tube, and I put it under my arm.
Yep. No problem with that. Your arm feels fantastic and nice and comfortable with the with all this fur touching your skin. It's never felt that good before.
Okay, that's weird. Even though it's that pleasant, I'm going to look at my arm and just make sure that it's not having the blood sucked out of it, or some weird shit's going on with it.
Okay. You look at your arm. You can notice your hair seems to be curling up.
Curling up.
Yeah, normally your hair's fairly straight on your arms, but now it's starting to curl.
I'll put the blanket down.
Still, the hair on the arm still look like they're curling.
Okay, I sort of rub or scratch the hair and sort of...
The hair looks like it's getting a bit brittle as some of it just breaks off as you rub it.
Okay, I step away and go, oh, that's bad. does it feel? Does my arm suddenly feel cold, or?
Your arm no longer feels as happy because it didn't have this wonderful fur blanket against it. But besides that, in this nice orange purple glow that you're bathed in, it doesn't look any worse to wear.
Okay, I'll move up out of the orange purple glow, and using my wayfinder as light, I'll have a better look.
Okay, as you turn your wayfinder on, you notice it doesn't produce any light whatsoever.
You already know that the light of this crystal means that normal light is cancelled, and that makes it harder to see.
Yes, but attempting it anyway seemed like a fairly good idea.
That is perfectly fine.
So I move away from the bed, and I go over to our glorious leader, Tin Man. I say, Kura. No, actually, I say, Tin Man. That bed, not good.
So don't go to sleep.
Yeah. I sort of show him my arm and say...
What was in the chest?
And that was just...
What was in the chest?
I didn't look. That now belongs to Parry by the sounds of things.
So what have you been doing all this time?
Who?
You!
I've been standing around watching you guys.
Been here 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm watching the passageway here, like nothing comes up on the get-us. Well, Balath is attending to Dukla, and the other two were supposed to be checking to see if there's anything worthwhile within their belongings.
Well, then what are you waiting for? Go and have a talk to him and see what he found. I mean, it's been 10 minutes, for God's sake.
Yes.
So go talk to him.
I'm guarding this passage.
Well, I'll guard the passage. You can go and talk to them, can't you?
Can you see down the passage?
I don't know, I look.
With your human eyes?
You can see the dim darkness because everything's in dim light for you at the moment.
I can see down the passage a lot better.
Sure I can.
Go and
what are you talking about?
Go and check out the stuff quickly. Come on.
I go over to Parry and I find out what he found out, what he's found in his chest.
I found out not to lick it.
The chest
If I lick it, yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
The chest is also locked.
So I go back to Tin Man and say, hey, Tin Man, Parry says don't lick the chest.
That Harry can't open it.
Yeah, Parry has tried to open it and failed. Does that mean it's up for grabs for someone else now?
No, I've licked it, it's mine.
So how big is the chest?
It's a foot chest, so you'd probably say about a foot long.
So it's something that could probably fit in Parry's backpack if he wanted to. Or he can, or if he pick it up and bring it to Cordar, he can put it in his pouch for him.
Mm-hmm.
Balath gets tired of hearing you guys talk absolute trash and hits the chest with his staff.
Okay, he hits the chest with the staff, and you see runes glow along the length of the chest.
No discernible damage?
No, but you do recognize them as abyssal runes.
Oh. Alright. Okay. So. Do you think religion or occultism might help in this?
With the whole abyssal side of things, I think it might. I'll have a quick look at my list of things that can do that. That one. Let's see. Where are my reference?
Or it's actually Arcana, because other planes.
So we are looking for fiend, and fiends are only found under religion.
Good news. I rolled a 20.
You rolled a 20. Okay, you believe that there is some unknown demon lord being honoured with this chest.
Belloc looks to the chest, then looks to you guys and says, we probably shouldn't touch that. That chest is for the demon lord.
Oh, cool. We can just let Willie deal with it.
Should have been destroyed instead.
It belongs to Parry, so surely Parry should be dealing with it.
I did deal with it.
You know what, Parry? If you really want it, you can have it. But just stay away from me so long as you have it.
How many promises?
Well, okay, Cordak asking Balak should have been destroyed.
Look, depends. How do you feel about pissing off demon lords?
You should be opposed.
Well, first of all, rude. Second of all, look,
What happened to the evil? They should be opposed.
Evil this, evil that. You are so
As you say that,
one-dimensional.
I will have everyone make a perception roll with disadvantage.
Everyone with disadvantage. Ow.
15 for Cordak.
Wow. I just rolled the same thing.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not a terrible roll either.
Harry doesn't need to roll a second time. You already rolled a 1.
Nice.
Of course Harry rolled a 1.
My guys knew he didn't want to roll more than 1.
Perception. 8. I've got 18.
Okay, first off we'll start with Parry. Parry now gets to make a will saving throw with disadvantage.
Yay!
Okay.
Not too bad.
I need to pull this back again.
24.
Let's see. Back.
Intense anger surges through Parry, almost uncontrolled.
Oh.
As you almost see the entire world feels like it's on fire around you.
Must have been stuff that leaked.
Okay,
Yeah,
so did anyone get over 15
For the
15 on the what?
for the protection.
for the perception roll?
I got a
believe
15.
I believe Balak did, and Cordak got 15.
And Willie got a 15?
Yeah, I got a natural 20 and a 10. Very annoying.
Okay, so yes, the three of you hear chanting coming from down the passageway to the south. Think of Lord in the Rings in the chamber of Elrond where Gandalf says the Nazgul language.
Belloc looks to Gorda, then back to the chest. Destroy it. If you can.
Okay, well, Cordak was going to go for running down the corridor to the canteen, but he will. What's the chest made of?
It's made of platinum.
Platinum, that's right, yes.
And Ballast below didn't even seem to scratch it.
But pure, the whole thing is made of platinum.
It is.
Nice.
This is why I didn't understand why there weren't people actually going for it very quickly. And it was sitting there for 10 minutes before you decided, oh, hang on, there's a platinum chest there. I wonder if there's anything to keep.
It belongs to Perry.
I got told to sit, so
Yeah, that's right.
I was being a good doozer.
Cordar's going to go for the what's apparent to him is the more clear and quicker.
So I'm going to ask you all to do an initiative to see who acts when.
He's going down the corridor.
So Gorda has his order of where he wants to go, and we'll see who actually gets to go first.
Yep. Cordar's on 10.
Well, it's not a natural one, but it may as well be.
What did you get total?
10.
What did Willie get?
So that means you rolled a 3 as well.
No, roll a 2.
You got better perception.
Yeah.
Is this at a disadvantage?
This is not a
No,
disadvantage.
this is initiative.
Uh, 21.
Nice.
And what about Parry and Doozer?
I got a non-natural 20.
Okay, Parry.
Josh, sorry. We're rolling initiative.
Initiative. 25.
Okay, so apparently Parry is up first. You can hear the infernal singing coming from the corridor to the south. Strong female voice.
Strong female infernal voice.
But you're also affected by hatred at the moment, aren't you?
And you feel your blood singing in return.
I will. So I can hear it down the corridors, right?
Yep.
The corridor's pitch black?
No, it is dim light. So for you as an elf or a dwarf, you actually get to see fairly as if it's normal light.
But I can't see what's down the corridors.
At the moment you can't, because you do have a Cordar blocking the way. You can go past him if you wish.
I will take a few steps past Corda.
Okay. Before you in the passageway, you see what appears to be a thing of your worst nightmares. Give me a will saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh, love it. $25.
25. Okay, what you see before you is a drow, a dark elf, something that should not be, something that you believe and have been told your entire life doesn't exist.
Except obviously in nightmares and as the boogeyman.
Boogeyman. Boogeyman.
And as you look at them, you notice that your skin is starting to darken.
What was that, sorry, man?
As you're looking at them, you notice your skin is starting to darken.
My skin is starting to darken.
Yes.
Harry's going to get away.
Okay. Harry runs away. So that's your that's your 3 actions there.
Yep.
Now we're up to Willie. Willie watches as Parry, the buffest wizard known to man, goes into the corridor and then runs out, looking a lot greyer than when he went in.
There's not many things that Perry will run from. That is one of them.
What does Willie do, who's currently on mute? Hello, Peter.
Apparently not.
In which case, I am going to have you pause for the moment until you get your audio back on, and move on to Dooza.
So the buffest wizard known to man ran away like a little girl.
Yes.
You did.
I don't know what to make of that actually. As hilarious as that is.
Sorry, you guys are breaking up for some reason. I think the store might be doing something.
Yeah, I think it has. So Peter, you actually we're up to you, and we're trying to see if you were available when we couldn't hear you. Are you there, Peter?
Back on mute, but
Yep.
it sounds like he's having connectivity problems.
Okay, so we're going to Dooza and seeing what Dooza wants to do now that he's seen Parry run away. What does Dooza want to do?
I'm gonna go find out what the buffest wizard nerd man girl ran away from.
Okay, you go into the corridor and you see about 30 feet into the corridor, something out of your nightmares. You get to make a will saving throw, but not a disadvantage.
Not at a disadvantage, okay.
A Drow coolie nightmares for half-orcs?
Drow are nightmares for most people who don't live in the Underdark.
Okay. I mean, I certainly yes, I would say that, but I would have thought that they just wouldn't have actually come up at all as far as a lot of other...
I'm sure we still know about them and that they're not good news. Sorry, what was it, Will?
Will saving throw.
27.
27. Well, they don't look that scary.
It's really just a wimpy elf.
But you see that she does have a crossbow pointed at you with what appears to be a head made out of the crystals that have been glowing. The head of the
I really don't want to get shot by that.
and it looks like she's readied it for someone to charge her.
Well, I kind of put my hands up and go, I'm not going to charge you, mate. And, I don't know, I guess I
Jelly
stand
would be
in the
nice.
corridor and get ready to jump out of the way of an arrow.
Okay. So that is your actions. Then we shall go to her go. Okay, so she does let loose of the arrow, not at you, but at Corda standing just behind you. And apparently hits a AC of 30.
Ooh,
Not quite critical.
ouch.
Yeah, I was very close to being one, I know.
What's Koda's
AC?
AC?
Currently 22, because you haven't got a shield.
Right, okay, so your base AC is the same as mine. I just don't have a shield.
So you take 9 points of damage
Yep.
as you have one of these that bolt embedded in you that you can see that your body start to glow from within.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you now get to make a fortitude saving throw with disadvantage.
17.
You feel yourself in extreme pain and anger as you see the area around the bolt start to blacken and spread out. As an action, she casts a spell and disappears. Okay, so that brings us to Balath.
How far away is she from me?
She would be about 60, I'll say 50 feet away from you.
Hang on 2 secs. Sorry. Sorry, just gonna look up the spell.
All good.
Uh, 50 feet, you say?
Yep.
That's
50
annoying.
feet where she disappeared.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Well, in that case...
How many action spell is it you look to cast?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Not enough.
Could I get like if it was 2,
hang
then
on.
you could move. If it was
Yeah. No, it's a 2 action, but it's not enough. I was gonna use Flaming Hands. Burning Hands,
you
sorry.
won't get I don't think you'll be getting close enough for that, so yeah.
No. Fear is target. Bugger. Her disappearing really messed me up, huh? Missing Flaming Spirits concentration. Delay.
Delay will work well. Okay, so with a delay we have next up is Corda.
So how far away was she when she disappeared from me?
Probably about 40 feet.
I will. Well, I haven't got a free hand at the moment to try and pull the thing out, so I'm going to move down the corridor. And how wide is this corridor?
The corridor itself is about 5 to 10 feet, coming in and out.
Okay. I'm basically going to move down the corridor with arms spread and sword at next, with one arm. The other arm can still be spread out. So, arm spread and bastard sword also adding extra distance where it's useful. To basically aim to cover the width of the passage as he can move down. Well, initially 50 feet. You could do 2 moves.
And as you move down, you do notice that your hand, any of your exposed skin, is starting to darken.
Well, I haven't really got that much exposed skin, I don't think, with half plate on, but to be able to notice it. So, but yeah, after 50 feet, have I run into her at all?
At about 50 feet, you believe you've run into where she is.
I will take a swing with the bastard sword there, in the area in front of me, or where I believe she is.
Have a swing.
Plus 14 minus 2, AC 26.
That is a hit.
Uh, 15 points of magical slashing damage, and the fire's not on yet, so 15 points of magical slashing.
Okay, you believe you hit her soundly. And that was all your actions?
That's 3 actions, yep.
Harry, you're up. What would the Buffer's Wizard known to man like to do?
Man.
He started that while we were still on mute.
I know. Have we been damaged by these foes?
This is the first.
Corda got hit by a crossbow bolt.
I'll give you a perception roll as a free roll.
Perception roll. 30.
You do notice that areas of exposed skin on Corda, probably around near neck and ears, depending if they're stuck inside a helmet or not, have started to darken.
Yeah, I can say I just unfortunately there's not going to be that much exposed skin, I don't think.
There may be some from where you're also injured.
But that all got wrapped up in the bandages. But yeah, I mean, I'm more than happy if people notice it. That's great, but.
Okay, well, first off, I'll point that out to Corda.
Corda's at least 50 feet away from you at the moment.
And he had headed off after you noticed that.
And in fact, probably more than 50 feet because you ran away the other direction.
And you have heard stories of elves who turned.
But, is he a half elf?
Doesn't
I know Harry is.
both of them are half elves, but they're still elves.
True.
I don't quite know what to do other than attempting to throw spells in this thing, which probably would annoy it.
Well, it's also invisible at the moment.
Oh, great.
Why are you invisible?
I don't think so.
Corda is also invisible, having gone down the passageway.
Oh, right, because the staff.
Basically, she cast a darkness, which Corda walked into.
Oh, great. That's darkness.
It is one of the Drow's best weapons.
Harry will. Don't know, lad. Harry doesn't want to really do much because, well, Harry can throw spells, but I don't know if that's a good idea at this stage.
Parry can delay until he comes up with a plan.
Yeah, Harry will delay.
Willie, you're now up. Do we have a Willie back?
He's still on mute if he is.
They still have connectivity problems.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're back to Doomsday, who managed not to be shot at by the elf.
I was just driving off Yuki, who very smartly walked out just as the heaviest bit of the rain came down.
I mean, I'm presuming she's going unpaid.
Yes.
She has been outside for a few hours.
Oh, that was close. That's close, yep. That was a distraction.
But Alicia was in her kennel, but I think she's going out to pay because she hasn't paid
hours since the last one rolled through earlier.
You see that it's gone dark ahead of you, and that Cordar walked into the darkness. He's gone again. He's gone into the inky blackness in front of you.
Oh god! The Perry starts singing in the background, or just my little pocket god. I think my pocket god probably starts singing that.
There's some theme music for you. Some theme music for you.
I can't hear it. Oh, there we go. Very funny. Okay. I'm gonna have to go and rescue Kodar again, aren't I? How much did I get healed?
You're currently on 20 hit points damage. 20
Oh,
damage.
so I only got healed 10? Okay. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I can't see her right now, can I?
You cannot.
The words you're looking for, thank you for giving me 10 health, Bella. Not only 10.
Thanks, Bella. I say as I stride towards the darkness.
You stride towards the darkness?
I stride towards the darkness.
How far do you stride towards the darkness?
I don't actually stride. I move into the darkness.
You strut instead?
Strut.
No, you quite literally stride in the Pathfinder sense.
I was going to say, stride isn't actually that good.
The stride is the standard move.
Is it?
It is.
Oh my god.
As opposed to a step, which is over the 5 foot, or a charge, or any other sort of thing like that. So stride is the appropriate verb to use.
When you're ready, or when there's a chance, Bella.
Okay, so we'll see what Duza is going to do.
Yes. So I'm gonna move into the darkness and hope that I can see her. So I guess I'll walk until I can see.
Okay, so you walk into the darkness and you bump into something.
For sure I'll bump into Coda, I don't know.
You don't know. It's just something.
Can I not see it?
You have complete visual sensory deprivation. You cannot even see behind you. As if you've gone blind. Go, David.
So there's magical darkness.
It is magical darkness.
She didn't turn invisible, she actually cast darkness.
Fantastic.
I'm just wondering the fact that if activating the wound from, in this case, fire on a sword, that is an action, isn't it?
It is, yes.
If I had realised that it was just darkness, then yeah, he would have actually at least activated the fire type stuff, but it takes an action, so he would have done it.
Okay, so Duza, you've run into something and you cannot see or even get a glimpse of what it is once you have gone in a couple of steps. It's like you went into the oil, but you're just walking in open air.
Can she feel whether or not it was a solid suit with half plate armour or something else?
Hard to tell.
Yeah. Well, did Corda feel someone bump up the back of him?
Well, there's also the thing is that Duza has magical gloves on his hands that he doesn't have any sensation through.
Yeah, no, that's right. But the point being, if Corda felt someone bump up the back of him, he would have said, "Hey, watch it."
Yeah, but would I have heard that, or would...
You hear an unknown voice say, "Hey, watch it."
An unknown voice. Okay, so voices are distorted as well?
You don't know.
You don't
You also
recognise.
I'm knowing the party.
But there was a lot of anger in that voice that said, "Hey, watch it."
I'm gonna presume it's Kodar. But I can't see her to attack her.
You cannot.
So I don't know what to do actually.
You could run back.
I am going to grab the person who said, "Hey, watch it," and pull them out and step backwards, where I came from.
Okay.
But remember, you've gone 50 feet. You've presumably gone about 50 feet into the blackness.
So that means
If you ran into Cordar, he'd gone 50 feet in. So
He had.
okay. So
You can grab the person as an action, but that would end your turn.
oh god, because they're gonna attack me next turn, aren't they? I'm just gonna hope that he recognizes my group again and not attack me.
Okay. You grip something that feels like it's bandaged.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Definitely code off. I got to my one of my 2 targets.
Okay. So that brings us to Balath, who is holding his action.
Balath is going to begin casting a spell, and spends 3 rounds casting that spell, and nothing happens.
Okay. That is cool.
Why does nothing happen?
well, nothing apparent happens. So.
Okay.
Especially for those of us who are in the darkness. That could be handy.
It could be. So, Corda, you can now actually see. The entire area becomes nice and clear for you,
Okay.
and you even see this place in breathtaking color.
Okay.
You've never had this sort of vision before.
It's obviously just one other spell effect of this creature. So.
And you feel overwhelming hatred for this half-orc that is dead to grab you.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yes. Okay.
As you see what you feel is your sister next to you, whispering, "It will be all right. We will get them and stop them." As you have this overwhelming sense of belonging to her.
Okay.
Okay, so now it is your turn. And you realize that your damaged hand has healed itself in your transformation.
Okay. I will use an action to activate the flame of the sword.
It lights up nicely.
And obviously, I'm assuming I'm not getting a saving throw against this effect or anything like that.
Unfortunately, that was your saving throw.
Yep. Okay. As I said, it could be good, but apparently it wasn't because you rolled for me. So, I was hoping it was her attack. So, I will. Since my other hand is good, I can grab the sword with both hands, and I will turn around and attack this horrendous beast that came up behind me.
And you hear the call of Rovagug in your mind, spurring you on.
AC 23.
That just is. What one over slide?
Sorry. what? The good thing, my 2d12 came to a total of 8. Sorry?
That's not bad.
Okay, the good thing. So a total of 12 points plus 4 points of fire.
So, what was the total, sorry?
12, 16 total.
Okay, Doomsday still doesn't see the flaming blade, but feels the blade bite into him.
Great.
Okay, so that brings us to the top of the line and parry.
Right. Can I see, are these guys just messing with us still?
You can hear whispering in the back of your mind right now. Do you listen?
Sure.
You can almost grasp the words.
Please don't.
So that will be a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage as you're listening to the voice of Rovagug.
23.
23. You are finding your will starting to let go as your hands start to darken and look more purple.
Oh.
You're starting to become that which you are terrified of.
Yay! Alright, I need to kill Varians. I need to kill basically the boogeyman.
Apparently that's you if you look in the mirror right now.
Well, do I see the evil boogie LPD? Nah.
Not at the moment, you just see a wall of darkness that has eaten 2 of your friends. You were braver than the buffest wizard known to man.
So they just cast darkness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what parry can really do.
What does Perry want to do?
Wants to try and use Dispel Magic. But I don't think that would work.
Just so you know, you see Bella starting to glow in a bright red light as he's charging up what appears to be some Kamehameha bullshit.
He's going Super Saiyan.
He's going to have Super Saiyan on us, yay!
Only 6 more episodes and he'll finally go blonde.
You know, they have blue hair now.
Oh, fuck off, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep up, man. They've got like god powers on their head and blue.
Yeah, and apparently Gohan's got a daughter and she's a badass even though she's an infant. I don't care.
Okay, so you can make a Dispel Magic check if you wish to, Josh.
Yeah.
What are you targeting? The darkness?
Yeah, I was about to say the darkness.
Okay. Give me a Spell attack roll.
Spell attack roll. What's Paris? 29.
29. Okay. As you throw your spell, you see the darkness shimmer and fade away. As you see, you are now facing 2 Drow and not 1. And Cordar doesn't appear to be standing there anymore. A Drow is wearing his armor.
Oh, fuck.
Give me a Fortitude saving throw. You're hearing this voice in the back going, "One of us, one of us."
I respond with, fuck off.
As you notice that your hair itself has gone pure white.
Oh god.
Okay, so that. What else would Parry like to do at this point? You have 1 action left.
Yeah. It's all in action. There's not much else Parry can do. Parry will present his turn there.
Okay, so Willie, if Willie's back, no, he's not. Doozer.
Hi.
You see you had grabbed the arm of a Drow wearing Cordar's gear. It's definitely not Cordar because this looks to be a full Drow.
But do I presume it's Kodar because it's in Kodar's armor?
It's taller, it's prettier.
It's definitely prettier.
The armor doesn't quite fit properly. So yes, it could be Cordar, but Cordar's gone through some stuff in the last few seconds.
Kodar's seen some shit. Well, bugger. I don't think I can take on 2 Drow at the same time.
And looking behind you, you see that Parry is starting to turn as well.
Can I get out?
I remember this Drow has just hit you reasonably hard with his burning sword.
And the woman is still chanting, sustaining something.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore Kodar for now. I am going to Hunter's Mark the Drow lady.
Mm-hmm.
Is she... Do I need to make a movement up to her, or is
she is within range because she basically touched Cordar to help him change.
But then the Cordar between them, isn't he?
Yeah. So you can do the equivalent of a step instead of a move, which means you do not provoke.
Yeah. So there's actually space beside Cordar in the corridor?
I would say yes.
Okay.
You're more in the open area of B12.
Oh, okay, we'd gone that far down, had we?
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
It was just hard to tell when you didn't have proper light.
I can't see the map because the vibe's stuffed up and it's not showing me your screen anymore, so
Okay.
I don't know if you
I will try to refresh it for you.
That would be awesome, because that would be useful.
With combat music in the background as well.
No, it's still not coming up. It must be Skype on my end. But
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, like I say, basically, yes. There is room to manoeuvre, is the important thing.
Yeah. I just like seeing the map because it's useful, but it's up on my end, and I'd have to leave the chat for a couple of minutes for it to refresh on my end, but that's fine. I was stepping. It's a step, right?
It is a step. And if you look in the chat text, there should be one there for you. Look in the...
Yep, cool. Chat. So where are we? We are at...
you're at the big open area at the top of the passageway of B12.
Oh, cool, okay.
The rest of the party's in B11.
Right. And the squid monster was in B10.
The black pool's in B10, yes.
Cool. That's handy. So Hunter's Mark was my first turn. I step. Is that an action or is that a free?
No, it's an action.
It's an action.
It's an action. Okay.
But it's an action that does not provoke an attack of opportunity from Quarter.
Yes. Yeah.
Or the guy in front of you.
Yes. Yes. I am then going to quick draw and attack.
And having read a bit more on quick draw, I'm happy for you to quick draw both weapons at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I can do that?
Yeah.
Yes. Because I remember I asked about that a few weeks ago and you weren't sure.
I read up and got the details on it, and yes, you can do that.
Yeah, if you're skilled at 2-weapon fighting and you've got quick draw, the idea is you can do both at the same time.
Awesome. That is so cool. That is exactly what I thought I'd be able to do with this ability, and that is awesome.
But it does require you to have Hunter's Mark the person first for it to be effective, which is good.
Yes, which is exactly why I Hunter's Marked her as my first turn. Okay, first one is 29.
29 is a hit.
And I'm not sure if this one will hit, but we'll see. 23.
23 is also a hit, so 2 hits.
2 hits. Perfect. I really need to get the is it weapon proficiency that does the extra damage?
That's the striking rune that does the extra damage.
Oh, striking rune. Right. I need to get the striking rune on my second one because I have the proficiency rune on both of them now.
Yeah, that's just the
+1.
But
Pardon?
yeah, that's the +1 for both of them.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the
So
striking
I
rune
have
means you get the extra damage on both of them too. So.
Yeah, no, I only have the
Yep.
one, but that's fine. I will get there eventually. I am just trying to find dice of different colors so I know which one is which. Where is my other pink D8? There it is. Oh. 2, 8, and a 6. That is awesome.
So what's your total damage?
8 plus 6 plus 4 plus 4. Total damage 30.
Okay, you strike a extremely effective blow, watching black blood go flying. Well, when she does that, strike, it counts as 1.
Yep.
So if there was damage reduction, it would only take it off the total, not each individual.
Cool.
So she basically makes both strikes hit around at the same time.
Yep.
And as you hit her and blood goes flying, you witness what appears to be some sort of demon fly up out of the floor, grab the person, and pull them down, leaving behind what appears to be a melted rock.
Wow.
And the demon that you looked at winked at you.
Oh, you bastard. I know who you are.
And I will give Cordar and Harry a fortitude saving throw at this point.
25 for Harry.
13.
Okay, so Parry starts coughing up black gunk,
Go.
and Cordar still seems very angry, but he doesn't know what he's angry at, and everything around him seems to be blurry.
Bella would like to, when it comes around to his turn.
Yep, it's now Balaf's turn.
Cool. in a Radiance torrent,
Yep.
Is going to fire off, and there's only Jeremy who's questionable at the moment, isn't there?
That is correct.
Cool. So Inner Radiance Torrent is going to pass inches away from Kordar's head, which will be the brightest of brightest lights. The brightest of brightest lights passing constantly by his head, in the hopes that Drow aren't very fond of brightness. Maybe that'll pull him out of.
I will give Kordar another Fortitude saving throw with advantage.
23.
Okay, so as your light beam passes by him, you see what it appears to be Kordar get ripped from his own body as part of him burns away, leaving the scarred human behind.
Ouch.
As you think you've just burnt the elven out of him.
Oh well, close enough. I'd make you better.
Wow. Jesus Christ, mate.
he almost became a full-on Drow psychopathic killer.
Yeah,
he was that close.
Just saying that's because in a Radiance Torrent, it is an incredibly powerful spell.
And you
hear
also hear detonations around you as all the crystals shatter.
Yeah. What it also does is dispels magical darkness. Which is why I was casting that spell while there was still some darkness going on.
All worked pretty well. So yes, you managed to save Kordar's life.
Cool. Bella
Given definition of save.
Bella dismisses the Inner Radiance Torrent and walks over to Kordar.
He looks a bit shorter.
Has a brief look at Harry, who looks a bit more tan and is a bit concerned.
Does
and
he
then
have what he is still?
He does not. He has lost all his elven traits.
Whoa.
He had actually turned full dark elf.
I'm wondering, is Kordar actually standing at the moment?
Probably not.
That's what I'm thinking. Is he conscious?
Yes, in pain.
Okay.
Everything seems so much duller and harder to see.
Well, my friend, it appears I've made you a bit better. There's no more else left in you.
Well, that'll probably be hard to tell when I'm wearing full half-plate armour.
Well, the arm seems to have grown on your body, so it looks like it's overly sized for you.
Okay, the Kordar's just... Yeah, he's not paying attention to anything right now. He's in pain, thinking what the hell's happened.
And Dooza does look at Parry, and Parry's hair is a shock white hair.
I'm sure Parry doesn't mind much. What's this? That your hair is turned white.
I'm super saiyan.
Like,
No, I've watched Witcher.
Hey, you've got Drow white.
So
toss a coin to the wizard.
let's see if I can do a good show for you. So if you can see that picture there.
I cannot see any pictures because I still can't see the screen.
Can Jeremy see that?
I can, yep.
Yeah, so that's roughly what you're facing.
Oh, okay, yep. Well, not that I actually saw it.
You did see it for a moment while you had full on Drow eyes.
Yeah, but that's when she looked pretty and beautiful
and was your friend.
That's right. So.
And I think having defeated the Drow lady at this point, it would be a great place to stop, as you notice that right beside where you're fighting is the rune gate.
Oh.
And she had been doing something to the rune gate.
Oh, so you mean like a bit of the rune gate that arches over the top of the river?
That is correct.
Oh, okay. Sorry, when you said rune gate, first of all, I was thinking, like one of our circles that can teleport places.
So Jeremy, technically it is yes to both answers.
True. Okay. Yes, but not in the sense of I was thinking of the sort of rune, the sort of rune gate or thing that you can just put up in the basement of your house.
Yeah, not that sort of rune gate. A big solid chunk. So when you see on the map I sent that big grey thing on B12 is the rune gate going through the floor and ceiling of the cavern.
Yeah.
So we've potentially found a huge clue for the rune gate issues.
Alright, settle down.
And I think that's a good point for us to finish on tonight, having successfully defeated a Drow, found the rune gate, and next session you'll find what she was working on.
Cool.
And I'll work through deleting all the elven parts of Cordar.
I feel bad.
I burned the elf out of you.
Well, amusingly, anyone who was with any elf in radius of those lamps was being corrupted by the radiation.
Yay.
And so the longer you interacted with it and the more you were in it, the more likely you were going to succumb to anger and hatred and become one of the Drow.
And of course, also technically, Cordar still got the bolt with the crystal actually in his stomach right now.
Well, it fell out and healed when you transformed.
Okay, yep.
Part of the transformation was a full heal.
And exposure, like expulsion of all that material. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm actually at full health.
You are.
So, which actually put me in higher health than I did before. So, because I'm pretty certain humans get a higher base than health.
I believe they do, probably 1 or 2 points.
So Belaf has made you better.
Yeah. So he's actually he gets an extra 2 hit points because elf has 6 and human has 8.
So I'm not sure Bella should go around saying he can burn the elf out of people.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay then. Well, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much, and
Just
will I still be seeing you on Sunday, Jeremy?
I was going to say, you were looking at doing some board games on Sunday?
Yep, still looking at doing that.
Okay, I will see you on Sunday afternoon then.
I will see you then.
Anyone else? Otherwise, I'll catch you guys next week or the week after. Good night, all.
Good
I
night.
just realised I actually rolled a 20 at one point, and I thought it was a 12.
Almost the same thing.
Almost the same.
Good night.
Good night.
Like,